they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a fun.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ohio State offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got... There he goes! Discards it with the stiff arm. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. fires to the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking for room. It's Peoples. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He's got it on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a...
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give out of the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Lockett. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw on third. Makes the grab. It's Baxter. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for him.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific perfect run after the catch. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're
Max going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. St. Clair. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Breaks into the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Peoples. Makes a man miss. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Dumps it to the back. Touchdown, Ohio State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Lining up to add another.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Baxter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Might be changing the route. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle. When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Zings it complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Longhorns are in the hurry up, keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offenses just, they got the upper hand.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the move at the 30. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Unloads it left. Got him, and nobody's close. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 25. 27. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Looking to throw at St. Clair. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down to run a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Baxter. Gives him the big stiff arm. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Going for 6. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive with a pass. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll pull it down. Gets the first himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. He'll take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Back to pass on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rogers. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires on the move. On target to the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, that was easy.
Pass rush? Question mark? I mean, you got to affect the quarterback. These quarterbacks are way too good nowadays. You can't blame the secondary. Who am I going to go point to back there? Defensive line has to do a better job making that quarterback feel uncomfortable. You can't have that long to throw the football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, as you know, there is a fight for the Cy-Hawk going on between Iowa and Iowa State, and we finally have a winner. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Lockett. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there.
There he goes. Touchdown, Texas. They take the lead with the 6.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback extends the play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed in 2 straight incompletions. A big 3rd down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Thurman. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Pulls it in, it's Baxter. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to pass. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to it. He breaks a tackle. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll keep it himself. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Be at the 35.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Catch in the middle, it's Thurman. That is sucked out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On the run, it's Baxter. Flips a tackle, and he's got room. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Let's go. The lone back's got it. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas State managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. Don't blame the weather there in San Marcos this week. These Bobcats are to blame for this one being so close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Got a man. It's Thurman. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Lets it fly. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peoples. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. On the play.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Now from inside the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He gets it out to the 40-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to... Oh, he's got some space. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Lockett. And good coverage by the defense, just a short.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
To throw, it's Murphy. Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down.
Oh, he's getting it hasty. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Power football with the run. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Steps away. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down. Stops the clock and has them on the move, trying to get the late score. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air, it's Sayin. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Grabbed behind the line. It's Porter. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. There's the pressure. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. To the air, it's Sayin. Going deep. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Buying some time. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. Turning it on. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. That'll make it a 46-yard field goal attempt for the lead. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. That'll make it a 46-yard field goal attempt for the lead.
kicker coming through in a must-have moment. They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ballgame. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. Starting to feel a little pressure. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.